Hello and welcome to a new coding challenge video. In today's episode, I will give you my solution to the fourth Python coding challenge. If you haven't attempted the challenge yet, check that out first by clicking on the banner in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, and then return to this video to see if you get the correct solution. For those of you who have already watched my previous video and have attempted the challenge, here is my solution. First, let's write a function to calculate whether a number is palindrome. We can say def is underscore palindrome of num. Now we can split the number by converting it to a string and then using the list command to split the number into individual digits. We can say a equals list of str of num. Now we have to remember that a number with one digit is by its very nature a palindrome. So we can say if len of a equals 1, then return true. Then we can write else, and now we can set up a counter and iterate through each digit by writing count equals 0, and then for n in range len of a. For each digit, we now need to check whether its corresponding digit is the same. So we can do this by saying if a n is equal to, how do we now get the corresponding digit? Well, it will be a of the total length of our list, so len a, minus 1, because of course you remember that the maximum index is 1 less than the length of the list, and then minus n. So if the two digits are the same, we can increment our counter by 1. Now that we have increased our counter by 1 for every corresponding digit, we know that our number is palindrome if the value of our counter is equal to the length of our list of digits. So we can say return count equals len of a. What this means is that if our original number is a palindrome, the function will return true, else it will return false. We have now completed the tricky part of today's challenge, and all that's left to do is calculate the sum of our palindrome numbers. So we can write a function which iterates through all the numbers between 1 and 10,000 and calculates the sum of only the palindromes. We can call it def calc sum palindromes and say that max, so our maximum number, is equal to 10,000. Then we can say result equals 0, and for n in range 1 to max plus 1, if is palindrome of n, then result plus equals n. What this means is that if our previous function returns true, in other words, our number is a palindrome, then that number is added to our result variable. The last thing we have to do is return our result by typing return result. Now we can run our code by pressing the F5 key, and if we call our calc sum palindromes function, there's no need to give it an argument because we have already specified that max equals 10,000. We can see that it gives us an answer of 545,040. This is the answer to last week's challenge. If you got this value, then congratulations! You have successfully completed my fourth Python coding challenge. Otherwise, Make sure to check out my tutorial videos and discover where you went wrong. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment below. And if you miss any of my previous coding challenges, you can find a link to these in the top right-hand corner of your screen and in the video description. Now, all that's left for me to say is I look forward to seeing you next week for a new and exciting video. And until then, happy coding!